Welcome back to Temeron's Tactics. This is AI War Fleet Command Gameplay Tutorial Part 4. In this video, we're going to launch an attack against the neighboring system, Formulating. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to press 1 to select my first selection. This is all my ships. I'm going to just right-click on that Formulating gate. It's very difficult to say Formulating, by the way. And I'm going to unpause it. That's just going to have them go rally, just sort of go there. They're not going to go through the gate. They're all just going to sit right on top of it right here. Whenever you send your fleet through to attack, you should always rally them on the warp gate first, so that way they don't trickle through and get annihilated by the enemy on the other side. Okay. If I hold down Control and left click on that warp gate, it's just going to send my camera through. I'm not sending any ships through by doing that. Control click a warp gate just to send your camera through so you can see what's on the other side. Let's pause it for a moment. We've got a scout right over here. Okay, that was that one that we sent through in an earlier video. He's got that blue circle around him indicating that he's a cloaked ship, so the enemy does not realize he's here. His presence allows us to use this right column to analyze everything that's in there and figure out exactly what the defenses are on the system before we attack. Okay, our ships are poised to attack on the other end of the warp gate, but we need to have a plan. So, looking through this list, we can see that he has, the red ones are the enemy ships and the yellow as well. Okay, so he's got 6 bombers, 17 missile frigates, and a Leech starship. That's it. He's also got 2 force field generators. There's a core shield generator. We have to capture this system before we can destroy that. One of the main objectives of the game is to destroy those. We'll worry about that later. There's a laser guard post. Now this is very dangerous. Okay, I can click on it and it'll center the camera on it, so it's right here. And wouldn't you know it, it happens to be underneath a force field generator. All right. Now a laser guard post, if we look at it, we can analyze the turrets the same way that we analyze ships. They have hull, in this case neutron, and it has attack multipliers, heavy 6, polycrystal 6, refractive 6, ultra heavy 6. So that means that it does 6 times damage against our bombers and against our tanks. The force field has the structural hull, and it's the bombers and the tanks that have the bonus against the structural hull. Okay, so if we send our fleet over here, they're going to get annihilated because we can't hit that laser guard post until we take out the force fields, and we have to bring our bombers and our tanks over to get through the force field, and the laser guard post has a bonus against bombers and tanks. So we need to figure out if we can just avoid that entirely and deal with it some other way. Let's take a look at the AI Orbital Command Station. That is the base, the enemy base on this planet. It's right here, okay? And we can see there's no shield around it. It doesn't have a little shield, okay? Often, an enemy system will have gun turrets that must be destroyed before you can get to the base. But this system does not have that. It's not protected at all. It's just sitting out there, okay? So what we could do is we could just have our fleet just fly right over there and destroy that base, and then we could just build some turrets here and have those turrets deal with that. We could even build sniper turrets so they could shoot them from the other side of the system, and then we wouldn't even need to worry about that laser turret underneath that force field. That's going to be a good tactical choice here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So we can see Vazzy as our home system because it's green, so I'm going to control click it to send the camera through. I'm going to unpause. Here comes our ships, and as soon as they get there, I'm going to press 1 to select them. I'm going to hold down Control, and I'm going to right-click. Remember, it's Control left-click to send the camera through. Control right-click to send your ships through. Here we go. I'm going to send both. Okay, right and left-click. There go our ships into Vazzy. Okay, as soon as they arrive, I'm going to give them a group move order by holding down G and right-clicking down here. That's going to tell all of our ships to move as a fleet at the same speed as whatever the slowest ship is in our fleet. In our case, the missile frigates and the tanks both move at a speed of 22, and that's our slowest speed. Okay, so all of our ships moving through easily wiped their defenses. They will not attack this orbital command station unless we specifically ask it to. Same as with this warp gate right next to it over here. Okay, the reason is, if you look in yellow there on the info card, it says +5 AI progress if killed or scrapped. And this one says plus 15 AI progress if killed or scrapped. What is AI progress? On the very top of the screen here, AI progress is 10. Okay, and if you read the pop out there, it says the AI progress is perhaps the most important number in your HUD, and that's definitely true. In order to understand it, you have to sort of understand the context of this game. Okay, in AI Warfleet Command, you are the last remnant of humanity in a galaxy that is completely taken over by hostile computers. That is the setting for this game. Okay, and the AI progress is how much the computer realizes that you are actually a threat to them. Okay, they've taken over the galaxy and they're this all-powerful overlords. Okay, and your little human remnant is like, whatever, insignificant. Okay, so AI progress 10. That's what that means. They don't care about you. They think you're insignificant. Okay, as we do things to them and start to take out their empire and grow and become more powerful, the AI progress will go up, and their awareness of us will go up, and their efforts to destroy us will go up likewise. Okay, so right now AI progress is 10. When we destroy this command center and this warp gate, it's going to add 20 more, 15 plus 5 here. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to press 1 to select my ships, and then I'm going to right-click the orbital command station to issue an attack order on it. And then I'm going to unpause. There it goes. Look behind you, he says. Now up in the top right, you see plus 15 and plus 5 AI progress from Death of Warpgate. As soon as I destroy that base, okay, the AI loses control of this system. Now that we've neutralized the base on this system, let's go ahead and go to our home system and build a colony ship to send through so that we can colonize Pabonimity. I'm going to press B to build something. I'm going to go to the construction tab, constructor ships that is, and the leftmost one is the colony ship. I'm going to place it right next to the Pabonimity gate here. Remember, I'm paused right now, and I'm going to select this construction order, okay, and I can just give it a move order right now. I'm going to hold down Control and right-click the Pabonimity gate, and what that means is that now my engineers are going to go over there and build that colony ship real quick, and as soon as it's done, it's just going to go right through that gate, like so. I'll pause it as soon as that happens. I'm going to Control-click the warp gate to send my camera through. Unpause just long enough for it to materialize there. Now that our colony ship is here, I can select the colony ship, and you can see that it's got the option to build an economic orbital command station, a military orbital command station, or a logistical orbital command station. Okay, I'm going to select military orbital command station right here, and I'm going to put that pretty much just right on top of this Vasi gate. Okay. The military station has a bunch of guns, and it's a very, very tough little ship on its own. Okay, so it can defend this warp gate against all the enemy warp gates in this system. Okay, so I'm going to put it right there. Boom. And as soon as I do that, the colony ship is consumed, and it goes right there. All right. I'm going to ask all of my ships to go ahead and just go right here and defend that installation while it's being built. We'll unpause. Just take a few moments for that command station to come up, okay? Now it's got lots of guns. It can detect warp. It increases the speed of allies by 100%. It has a tachyon beam. It boosts all allied ships on the planet. It's a pretty tough little base. Okay, and the reason we're doing that one is because if you look where our warp gate is that goes to our home system, and you look at where the other three are, you see, they're like sort of surrounding it. Okay, so I want to put something really tough there so that no matter which way they come from, I'll be able to defend against it and hold this gate. If I just put an economic one there, it would be difficult for me to put turrets effectively to defend against it, against any sort of attack there. Okay, so our base was just completed. As soon as the base is completed, we automatically put down 2 engineers. And let me move my fleet out of there so I can see it a little more easily. Okay. See, we've automatically built the 2 engineers and the remains rebuilder. I'd like to also put a force field here. I'm going to repause it. I'm going to hit B to build something at this base that we just put down. I'm going to go to support, and right here on the right is the force field generator. You can see we've only got 10 of those, and that's not just in this system. That's galaxy-wide, okay? So we will need to use technology to unlock more force fields as the game goes on. That's these grayed out ones. But for now, we're just going to use the default one that we start with, okay? We'll just put one down right there. Now, that force field generator and that military orbital command station should be able to defend this system fairly well for the first little bit of the game. Later on, we'll need to defend this much more, okay? You'll see the AI progress is now 30 already, all right? So I'm going to unpause. There's the energy collector that we automatically build. And one of the engineers is building that, and the other engineer is working on this force field generator right here. That's going to protect the base. Now, in regards to this laser post out here, let's do this. I'm going to hit B to build something. I'm going to go to the Turrets tab, and let's grab sniper turrets. They can shoot all the way across the system, all right? They have a range of all the way across this solar system. And I'm going to put them way out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to hold down Shift and Alt. And let's put 48 sniper turrets right over there. That's the maximum for this system. Most of these turret types, you can just put all of those in each system, and that's fine. Okay, so there's 48 sniper turrets right there. That's going to hit up our energy reserves pretty hard, and it's going to cost a lot of metal in the short term while we build those turrets. Those turrets are going to be able to fire all the way across the solar system right to this laser post, and they'll just needle away at this force field generator until they can take out that laser guard post. So, in this video, we've seen how to capture a system, how to build our own base in the system, and how to circumvent the fact that we had this really, really tough laser shielded post up there, okay, that would have really taken out our whole fleet. Now it's not going to bother us one bit because these sniper turrets over here will just handle it for us, okay? We can see them firing at all the different enemy installations in this system. You see? And eventually they'll take out that laser turret with no losses, all right? So that's it for this video in this video tutorial series. Again, you are watching Temeron's Tactics. My name is Temeron. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the continuation of this gameplay tutorial series.